The first Zen master I met lives with his wife in a suburb of Tokyo and runs a training school in sword fighting and calligraphy, writing with a brush. His name is Master Omori. You'd call him, I think, a traditionalist. He described what he was drawing as the pinnacle of Zen. Ah, good, I thought. He's writing an explanation. The words mean great empty circle. Omori-san is a master of sword fighting as well. Zen is sometimes called the warrior's way. I watched him take an exercise with a pupil, what he described as a sword fighter's grammar that starts with a bow to a shrine. Next, he said, your hands salute the source of your energy. Not your thinking, weaving, scheming old head, but a place in your middle, your empty circle. To each fighter, the other is not his enemy, but his shadow, his reflection. The moment you feel enmity or fear of death, he said, you're defeated. That, said the master, tells me whether the pupil can put the whole of himself into one simple, undeflected blow. When they bowed to each other, they bowed to an image. Is that the Buddha? I asked. A form of Buddha, came the answer, a bodhisattva. When I bow to it, I bow to something in my own heart. That something I call compassion. Who, according to the Master, is the Buddha? Who is the Buddha?
Roshiの考えで誰をブダですか？ブダは誰ですか？ロシの考え。私です。He is.
You are the Buddha.
みんなブッダ。ブッダ。
Everyone is.
これもブッダ。
Everything is.
Could you show me that again? This is the Buddha?
はい。
Explain some more, please.
ちょっと説明してください。
ブッダというのはですね、我々の命の元がブッダ。
All are Buddha. What we call Buddha, he said, is not something outside which we worship. Our very basis is Buddha. Ourselves, heaven, earth, trees, birds, dogs, all are Buddha. This is the way of thinking in Buddhism as I understand it.
発見するために座禅をして。
Zazen, sitting meditation, leads you to make the discovery. The Buddha is not over there, but here. This is Buddha realization, waking up to our Buddha nature.
これもみんなブッダ。ブッダの姿、現れたんです。
The Buddha is not something outside of you to be worshipped. It is your basic self. And that is the principle of Buddhism, that everything is one.
That, I suddenly thought, is why this man, over 70, has such a straight back. He relies on himself. But what about all the bent backs of Europe, or Japan for that matter? Where do they lean? Is there a Buddha for leaners? For those who need to rely on a power bigger than they are? The bullet train takes you from Tokyo to Kyoto, over 300 miles in under 3 hours. And there's Mount Fuji. So on to Kyoto with a side thought from a train window. It's all very well for Master Omori to say, I am the Buddha, you are the Buddha, the people down there in those houses are Buddha. But one form of Buddha, at least, we are not. We are not the great teacher, 2,000 years dead, who's known as the founder of Buddhism. We're not in Nirvana. I'm in a train. Kyoto, the old capital of Japan.